Hi, everybody. Hi, classy family. How's my classy family doing? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm back with another live. So far, so good. I told you guys that I was basically dedicated to doing these lives each and every Wednesday. This is my way of checking in with you guys, showing my face a little more, um, and making sure that you guys are getting the information that you need um, to change some things around for you financially, um, credit wise, generational wealth wise. So, yeah, there's not too many platforms where people are openly talking about these type of things. So, I wanted to make sure that you know, I'm staying committed to this for you guys. Hello, hello. Wait for you guys to jump on in. I know Wednesday at 7 is kind of a weird day for a lot of you guys. Some of you guys are probably still at work, smack dab in the middle of dinner, or helping kids with homework. So I completely understand. However, for my schedule, this is like the only day that I'm able to do it, which is why I leave the live video up. So that way, if you aren't able to catch it live, you're able to go back at a later date or time and you're able to watch it. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm gonna let you guys come on in. Hi, I see you guys rolling in. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Today's topic is a game changer. Okay. I'll be talking about how I fixed a 400 credit score without paying a credit repair company. Yes, I said 400. Um, if you've ever felt like your score was too far gone, then this is for you. Okay. Um, and I feel like this live in particular is proof that you don't need a miracle, you just need a method. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do um, on live today is help you guys come up with a method. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I don't want this live to be super long, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. As people are joining in, feel free to comment any questions that you may have. I will be checking the comments to answer questions just like last week. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I had a client who will remain anonymous who came to me for help with their credit, and their score was 400. Um, they felt like, oh my God, what am I going to do? They really wasn't expecting too much to happen, but they were wrong. um, I was able to fix some things, or really everything, in a matter of a little over 30 days. So was excited. The client was excited about that. Um, they went on to purchase their home, their first home. Went and got them a new car, or a car, because I don't even think they had a vehicle at the time. Um, and I actually was able to get them a couple of credit cards. So, it was a complete life change. And I still keep in contact with this client um, today. They now are interested in starting their own business. So I'm helping them with that process and all of that good stuff. So, um, step one was for this client, and I'm gonna take you guys through the steps. Basically, the BTS. I'm putting you inside of my head. So the first step when the client came to me was facing it. Um, They were afraid to face it, like a lot of us. We don't want to check our credit report because we're just afraid of what we may see. We're afraid of the unknown, basically. Okay. So step one was facing it. I had to pull the credit report. I used Experian.com for all three bureaus, free game. Okay. Um, and then the very next step after I pulled all three bureaus in Experian.com is I had to review and highlight all negative accounts. So literally, let's act like we're in school again. I had to highlight or write down. So you can print out your credit report and then highlight everything, or you can just go through it like on your computer, your laptop, or your phone, and anything that is negative, write it out. You would need to write out the account name, the account number, the date the account was opened, the balance that it is saying that you owe, and the account status. Status meaning, does it say that the account is open? Does it say closed? Does it say collection account? Does it say charge off account? These are the things that will be showing where it says account status. Okay. Negative accounts would mean collection accounts, charge off accounts, late payments, repossessions, evictions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, liens, student loans, child support. Um, the name is pretty obvious. Negative accounts, anything that's reporting negative. All of those fall under negative accounts. So after I pulled the credit report, I then highlighted and reviewed all of the negative accounts. So now that we have identified the negative accounts, we need to review it. What makes this account negative, right? Like I say, is it that is a late payment? Is it a repossession where you never paid them? Like, you want to review it and make sure everything that's reported is accurate down to the balance. A lot of times the balances on people credit report are wrong. They're saying that you owe more than you actually owe. There's been plenty of times I lost count of how many clients have come to me and on their credit report they completely paid an account off, but it's still showing on their credit report that they owe. And they're like, wait a minute, I paid that off. Like, they got all their money. So you want to make sure you're reviewing everything. Okay. That is super, super important. And honestly, you should be doing this at least once a month. Every 30 days, you should be doing this. Okay. Next step is you need to file disputes with proper documentation. Proper documentation is so important. Emphasis on proper documentation. A lot of y'all will go and try to file a dispute and nothing come off and you're wondering why, and it's because you didn't send or dispute with the proper documentation. If you're not sure what the proper documentation is, this is all more of the reason why you should be signed up for my online community, because I literally give you the templates to do all of this right inside of my membership. It's already there waiting for you. Literally, you join today, you get access to all the templates, all the files today. So you're not lost, you're not out here guessing. You know exactly what you need. You're getting the help that you need. You're getting the coaching, the one-on-one coaching that you need. And it just makes your life so much more simple. Okay. Next, you need to add positive history. Positive history can be secure cards, rent reporting. It can be trade lines, which is my personal favorite. All of that is to add positive history, because your history isn't looking too good right now because of those negative accounts. Now, let's talk about it. Secured cards are not the best way to go. Does secure cards work? Yes, they do work. Would it be my first choice? No, it would not be my first choice. Why are secure cards not my first choice? Okay, how can I break this down? So with secured cards, let's say you take $500. I'm gonna say 200 because the average secured card people put $200 on it. Let's say you take a $200 of your own money, you get a secured card, right? Um, when you time goes by, when you're now trying to apply for a unsecured card and they pull your credit, they're going to look at your credit report and see you have a secured card, meaning you put up your own money in order to get a credit card. No bank wants to be the first one to take a chance on you. You have no other credit cards for them to basically judge you off of, to find out or to know if you're considered high risk or not. Meaning, are you going to pay these people back their money? Are they going to have to hunt you down? Are you going to always be late? And they can't determine that because you don't have any unsecured cards. All of your cards, you put up the money for it, right? So a lot of times banks don't want to touch you because you don't have any unsecured credit, basically. So that's the downside about a secure card. Secure cards sometimes can limit you or prevent you from elevating to that level of where you're getting approved for credit cards without having to put your own money up. Okay. The goal is always to get a unsecured credit card. So again, do secure cards work? Yes, they work. However, they can, stunt your growth. And it's not really a good look on your credit report when they see secure credit cards versus seeing a unsecured credit card. I would rather get a $300 limit unsecured card than to have a $200 secure card. What I would do, my first choice, instead of taking my own money to get a secure card, I would rather take that money and purchase a trade line. That trade line is unsecured. It's going to be for way more than $200. We're talking about a limit of, it could be anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000, sometimes 30,000, depending on the trade line. Okay. That's what we're talking about. I would much rather do that because now when I go and I apply for a unsecured card, they're not going to see a $200 limit secured card. They're going to see an unsecured card with age, meaning I've had the card for a few years, depending on the trade line you get. And it's going to show a credit limit in the thousands. So now they're going to be a little more prone to want to give you those secure cards. I mean, those unsecured cards than a secure card. Okay. So that's the difference. They lie to us when it comes to secure cards. Secure cards do not hurt you. However, there are methods that they use that are way better than what they're telling you, which is a secure card. You want to make sure you're spending your money wisely. So again, a secure card is not a negative thing per se. However, you want to get more bang for your buck and you're wanting to elevate and get to that level of unsecured cards and higher limit credit cards way faster than a secure card. Secure cards take longer to build up your credit, to build up the trust. So you spend your $200, get that secure card, you're not going to get approved for a high limit unsecured card in 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. You're going to have that card for a minimum of 6 months. Why do that when you could have just spent your money and purchased a trade line? For those who do not know what a trade line is, a trade line is, let's say, for example, okay, I have a $30,000 limit credit card. I will add you onto my credit card as an authorized user. Now, because I added you on my card as an authorized user, you do not get access to my card, meaning you cannot use the card. You don't see the account number. You don't get to spend none of the money. You're not responsible for payments on it, nothing. I simply just added you as an authorized user onto the credit card. Because I added you on to my credit card as an authorized user, it's now going to pop up on your credit report looking like you have a $30,000 limit credit card and your credit score is going to shoot up through the roof. Trade lines are absolutely hands down the fastest way to boost your credit score. There is no way faster to boost your credit score other than adding trade lines. Good thing about trade lines, other than they boost your credit score in within 2 weeks, is that they well, I'll say that later. They'll boost your score fast, but also is adding age. So now when you apply for anything, they're going to see that and they're either going to match that or exceed that. Another great thing is there's no limit to how many trade lines you can add. If you want to add 10 trade lines, you can add 10 trade lines. Another way there's no limit to trade lines. If you want to add trade lines to your credit every single month, you absolutely can. Now, here's what they don't tell you about trade lines. Trade lines only stay on your credit report for 30 days. Okay. So, meaning the day that trade line shows up on your credit report, the clock starts. Okay. Not the day you purchased the trade line, not the statement date. The day that it shows on your credit report, that's day one. And you have 30 days before the trade line falls off. What I always tell all of my clients, the day that trade line show up, your score is going to be super high, the highest it's ever been. That is when we need to then go and apply for you to get your own credit cards. Okay. For example, you have a $30,000 limit credit card. This is the time. This is your moment to shine. This is what you paid for. Let's apply for your own credit cards, plural, meaning more than one. And now you have a better chance of getting those higher limits, because when they pull your credit, they're going to see you got a credit card with a $30,000 limit. Why would they offer you a $200 limit when you over here managing 30K like it's nothing, right? Light work. So now we are able to get you unsecured credit cards because you purchased trade lines instead of purchasing a secure card. Okay. Again, secure cards don't hurt. However, that's not what they do. And secure cards take forever. They really don't increase your limit on a secure card. Okay. So instead of spending my money to get a secure card, I would spend my money to purchase a trade line or multiple trade lines. I personally recommend purchasing at least a minimum of 3 trade lines. Minimum. Unless your score is already in the 700s and you just want to boost it a little more, then you can get one good trade line and you're okay. But if your credit score is not in the 700s, I would recommend purchasing a minimum of 3 trade lines. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to go into the secured cards a little bit because they really don't be telling you guys how a secured card can prevent you from getting approved for unsecured credit cards. A lot of you guys have secured cards on your credit report and you're wondering why every time you apply for unsecured credit card, you're getting denied. It could be because you have no credit and the only credit that is showing is a secured card. They don't want to take that chance on you. They don't want to take that risk. Okay. So I just wanted to go into that. As I mentioned, rent reporting is a good way to add positive history. So if you are paying rent, you can go to Rent Reporters and they basically report positive credit to your credit report because you're paying rent, if that makes sense. Okay. And then we already talked about trade lines. So those are some ways to add positive history. The very next thing I help the client do is build new habits. A lot of us need new habits. New habits meaning your pay dates, your utilization, and your card mix. These are so important. If you have these 3 things, you will be getting approved left and right. Okay, let's break them down a little bit. Pay dates. A lot of you guys don't know when your pay dates are. The only thing you know about pay dates is your rent or your mortgage. It may be your car. Okay. You absolutely can call whichever company and change your payment date. If you are constantly late paying on something, why are you sitting there racking up late fees and interest Just simply call them and say, hey, I'm needing to change my pay date. Move your pay date to right after you get paid. A lot of times your payday falls before payday and you just don't have the money. So you're waiting 2, 3, 4, 5 days until you get paid to then go and pay it. By then, your credit score done drop drastically because it's showing late payments. You got to pay more than what you would have had to pay because they done tacked on late fees and interest. Just call the company and say, I need to change my payment date. You absolutely can do that. They cannot tell you no. You can move your payment date. For the only one that you can't move your payment date is, I think, rent and mortgage, but they give you a grace period. So that's typically okay. But your car, you can move your payment date. Your credit cards, you can move your payment date. Car insurance payment, you can move. Phone bills, all of that, you can move. Okay. So make sure you do that. Also, we pay all this money for smartphones and we don't even use them the way we should. Go into your calendar and put on there the day that each bill is due, set a reminder, and it will remind you. So for me, I put my reminders like 2 days in advance so I can remember. I forget. Your girl is getting seasoned, okay? I still look good, but I'm getting seasoned, okay? And I wear so many different hats. I'm juggling so many different things with my career, work-wise, personal life-wise, that sometimes things slip your mind. So a lot of times you got to charge it to my mind, not my heart, okay? Something else is your utilization. Y'all, stop using more than 30% of your limit. Please. You are not supposed to spend more than 30% of your limit. I'm going to make you guys do the math. If you have $1,000 credit card limit, do the math and figure out what 30% of 1,000 is. Once you do the math and figure out what 30% of $1,000 is, that is actually your credit card limit, not the $1,000. They don't tell you that because every time you go over 30%, your credit score drops, right? And now you're going to accumulate interest because it looks, well, I'm not going to say accumulate interest, but now it's going to be hard for you to get approved for cards because you're over 30. Another reason why a lot of you guys are getting denied for credit is because when they pull your credit report, they see that you're using more than 30% of your credit card limit. Whenever you're using more than 30% of your credit card limit, to them, it looks like you're living outside of your means. Remember, these people don't know you. All they have to judge you off of is your resume. Your credit report is your resume. And they're like, oh, they're using more than 30% of this. They living off this card. They can't afford another credit card, so I'm not going to approve them. Or, oh, they can't afford this car payment, this car loan, denied. Anytime you are using more than 30% of your limit, that's what it looks like to them, that you are living outside of your means, and that is why you're getting denied. Simply pay your credit cards down to under 30%. Don't stress yourself about paying the balance down to zero. Long as you are at 30% utilization or lower, you're good. Okay. And credit card mix. You want to make sure that you have a mixture of credit cards. You want some authorized users. You want some primary credit cards. You want some aged, meaning older credit cards, and then you want some newer credit cards. All of those is considered credit card mix. Okay. Let me see. Hi, Miss Teresa. Hi, Miss Karen. Thank you, Wes. Any questions so far about what I've covered? So far, we've talked about how to take your credit from 400, or how to fix a 400 credit score. And I'm giving you guys the tools or the inside scoop on how I did it. We talked about pulling your credit report. Again, I use Experian.com. That's free game. You would need to get the premium membership. It's like $20 a month. Y'all blow more than that a month. $20 a month. You see all three bureaus. That's my favorite. If you really truly can't afford $20, you just refuse to give up getting your fill in, or you refuse to give up going to see your barber and getting your hair cut, and you just don't have it, you right here eating tuna and crackers, then you can go to annualcreditreport.com. It's free. However, you can only pull it once a year, not once a month, once a year. Meaning once you go in there and pull it, that's it for the year. Just going to pay the $20, y'all. Go to Experian.com, pay the $20. Okay. No questions about anything so far. I'm gonna keep going because I want to make this live as quick as possible. All right. Okay, so I left off with building new habits. So my thing is, and this is how I was able to build a business in credit and finance. I believe that you shouldn't outsource what you don't understand. You should learn it first, then choose support. Okay, I'm gonna say that again because that went over some of y'all head. Don't outsource what you don't understand. Go ahead, learn it first. Now that you've learned it, you can go and get support versus just outsourcing it and it's hands off and you're completely oblivious to things. Now, be careful when you're outsourcing, because if you don't outsource to the right person, honey, it can be a whole thing. I'm telling you from experience, it's happened to me more times than I would have liked it to. Currently going through that now. When you outsource and it doesn't go right, or they don't hold up their word, it makes you look bad. People call you a scammer. They upset with you. They threatening you. You taking all the shots and all the fire because it's your business. You're the face. You're on the front end. When really it's the person that you outsourced to that screwed you over and now got you looking bad. So now you got to rebuild and try to fix things. So I've experienced that way too many times. Okay. So be careful who you outsource to. Another thing, DIY doesn't mean do it alone. I guide clients through it in my membership. Like I said, the Classy Circle is up and running. It is active. It is live. It is only $50 a month, and you literally get all the templates that you need. For $50 a month, you get me as your one-on-one coach, and that's for credit and business. Anyone who is watching that is already in my business program or my business coaching know that that's over $1,000 right there, like upfront, just for business. And the fact that you get access to me every single month for only $50, that's a steal. So you get me to give you one-on-one coaching for your personal credit, one-on-one coaching with your business. So that way your business is set up correctly. You're getting business funding, business credit, all that good stuff. Also, I have a vault inside of that membership. Inside that vault is already completed and done templates for you. I got templates on late payments, how to remove late payments, templates on how to remove inquiries, templates on how to get negative account, like all of that already ready for you. All you got to do is plug in your information and you're good to go. Templates on like business funding, how to get business funding, all of that is in there. And every month I put new templates in there. So there is absolutely no way you do not have all of the tools and the resources you need to be successful personally and business wise. Okay. All of that is already there waiting for you. They are instant downloads. Once you are an active member, you get access to everything. Oh, you also get access to investment opportunities. Like I said, you guys know that I'm big in the Airbnb game. That's one of my extra streams of income. And all of my members for my membership get access to that. So now you're able to invest into Airbnb. So now you own an Airbnb. Another thing is a transportation company. You know, basically, I'm my own enterprise. I rent out vehicles. I help you to do that. So you get access to different investment opportunities. When flipping properties, you can invest into that. Once the house is flipped, you get back double, sometimes triple what you invested. So you get opportunities for that. Yeah, guys. So there's different things within the membership that you guys get access to for only $50 a month. Okay. So if you're needing help with the templates, knowing what to do, that's yeah. And there is in my stories. So go to my stories here. If you see me looking back and forth, it's because I'm on different platforms. So this is Facebook. Facebook, go to my stories and you will see the link for my online membership called the Classy Circle. Here we have YouTube and Instagram. If you are on YouTube, you will have to go to my IG page or my Facebook page. And again, it's in my stories where you can join the membership and get access to all the information, all the tools, all the resources that you need right now today. Okay. Um, yeah. So if you are wanting access to my credit repair starter guide, or any of my templates, any of my ebooks, definitely I would love to have you join. The community is growing. And being in a environment or having access to like-minded people is truly a breath of fresh air. So that's something as well that you that's one of the perks. You get to do that. Um, and it's just about mindset. We all need an accountability partner. And inside of that is really good to have an accountability partner. Because we will make excuses. Like, I've been there. I'm still there. I'm pushing myself. Like I said, I've made a promise to myself and you guys that I will come on here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and do a live where I'm giving you guys tips, free game, everything that you're needing to change things around for you personally, credit wise, and also for you guys business wise. I do not want the holidays to run up on you guys again this year and you're out here spending your own money. You shouldn't do that. I look forward to the holidays because I use my credit cards and my credit cards are cash back. So if I'm getting 3% back on every dollar I spend, Merry Christmas. I swipe in OPM to buy gifts. And then when I get that cash back from spending the money to buy gifts, I use the cash back to pay the credit card. I didn't spend any of my own money. And everybody got their gifts and everybody happy. And depending on what the gift um, is a business expense, is a write-off. So I do not want the holidays to catch you guys again. And you're out here spending your own money. You're unprepared. You stressed out. A lot of y'all could have did this right before school started and used this same method to buy everything for the kids to go back to school. I had a lot of people come to me and be like, listen, my kids need school clothes. I need to get this together. And they bought all their baby stuff on credit, on credit cards. And once because it hasn't posted yet because their kids just started school. Once the cashback processes, I already showed them how to do it and gave them the game. Use the cash back to pay your credit card bill, and your kids got everything they needed for school without you spending a penny of your own money. Y'all, it's so easy. It's so easy. We out here struggling and it just ain't growing. High blood pressure, tricking, all of that. You ain't gotta do all that. It's just that we don't have the tools or the knowledge. Now you guys have access to it. We're working smarter, not harder. Okay. We're going to end this year with a bang. Any questions, guys? No? If you guys are tired of trial and error and want results, like the one I just told you guys, I took the client's credit from 400 to almost to 800. Go ahead and tap in. If you're not sure where to start, feel free to book a consultation with me. In the consultation, I'll go over your credit report and see where you are, find out from you what your goals are, where you want to be. Oh, before I forget, something else that's in my online membership is information for creating a trust. A lot of you guys do not have a trust, and that is unacceptable. You need all of that. Okay. All of that is super, super, super important. Okay. Um, so I have a few of you guys that already joined. And when you guys joined, you automatically got access to the templates. Okay. Hi. Hi. I see you guys. Hello. Hello. June, you so funny. I just seen your notification come through. No? Okay, guys. That is it for today. Y'all know I try to keep it quick, but we at 36. I got it done in 36 minutes. I do not want these lives to be extremely long. So I get in, do what I need to do, and keep going. I don't know why, but I just seen a comment disappear. I'm guessing they went back and deleted it. I don't know. Hi, guys. Okay. That is all I have for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I pray that you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Again, if you haven't joined the online membership, but you know that you need help credit wise and all of that, and you don't have the money to pay full price, that's a good option, a good alternative. It's $50 a month. I mean, a lot of y'all got subscriptions that total up to more than $50 a month. Sis did it. Get access to the templates. Just ask. I don't understand. You're saying, do you get access to the templates? Is that what you're trying to ask me? You must be at work. That's what you're asking. Do you get access to the templates when you join the membership? Okay. I will send you the link. Okay. Yeah. If you want to start a business, absolutely. I can um help you with that. There's the cheaper option, just being honest, is going to be the membership, the online membership. That's going to be the cheapest option. You getting a personal business coach for $50 a month. That's crackhead prices. Now, if you want to go through the traditional route, I ain't gonna stop you. Go ahead and pay the money. I welcome it. Um, but yeah, you can't do the membership, and that's $50 a month. And it's no cutoff date like my regular business coaching. My business coaching is one thing. My membership is something completely different. Business coaching maxes out. I'm not your coach unlimited forever. The membership is unlimited forever. There's no cutoff date. Okay. Miss Teresa, were you asking me, do you get access to the templates? You had a typo. You made a typo. I think that's what you're asking me. If that's what you're asking me, yes. The very second that you join the membership, you get access to all of the templates that I named: credit repair, removing late payments, um, removing inquiries. The inquiries, I think it's two. Okay, I know it's two. One is removing inquiries, period. Another is removing inquiries within 24 hours. Okay. I do know that you guys get access to both of those. I'm I know for a fact the inquiry removal is already in the vault, but I believe the 24-hour one I haven't dropped yet. So remember, every month I'm dropping new templates. Something that you guys do not realize is that the methods or the techniques or what works today isn't what's going to be working next month. A lot of people don't realize how much politics and the economy affects things in this field, in this industry. Um, so with the new president changing a lot of laws, a lot of things that used to be law and work is no longer law, so it don't work. So I absolutely have to come in and drop new templates, update old templates every single month to make sure I'm giving you guys the most up-to-date information. And by doing that, it's lightening my load because your girl backed up with credit repair. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't got no assistant. I had to, baby, it was a whole thing. I'm a one-woman team right now. Okay. They tried to take your girl out. Okay. And I had to get rid of them. All of them gone. Okay. And I'm doing it all by myself. So that's what made me hurry up and start the membership. I'm giving you guys the templates, giving you the tools. Go do it yourself while I'm trying to get caught up with credit repair. I still got funding people. Like, I'm so behind on funding. Like, I'm receiving threats. I'm so far behind. Okay. So I know every month I will gladly, here goes the new one. Enjoy. Ask whatever questions you need to ask. Yes, Miss Teresa, you get access to them. So you go, you sign up for the membership. Once everything is done, like, you go ahead and you become a member, everything is right there. You can see it, you can download it. All you have to do is plug in your information, and you'll see on the template where it says your name and, your address, the accounts and everything that you're needing to, or you're wanting to remove, the late payments you're wanting to remove. Everything is already typed up. The templates are already there. You just plug in your information and send it off for credit repair, inquiries, all of that. I already created all of the templates. I just haven't dropped all of them. Like I said, I think I know I put a nice chunk in the vault. Um, but I don't remember if I did one for repos. I don't think I dropped the one for repos yet. And I know for a fact I didn't drop the one to remove bankruptcies. But yes, there's credit repair is already in there. So you can do your own credit repair. Inquiries is in there. Late payments is in there. Business funding, the business funding checklist is in there. That's all I can remember off the top of my head, but it's a nice chunk in the vault already. And every month I'm dropping new ones. That is a place where you get to ask your questions and I get to coach you one-on-one. So we're not filtered or censored or censored on here. Yeah. The templates are inside of my online membership. So I have a private monthly membership. Once you sign up for that membership, it is $50 a month. You pay the $50 a month, you get access to those templates. You're getting one-on-one coaching. You get access to me one-on-one every single month. So you would just go, if you go to my stories, click on my stories, or inbox me and I'll just send you the link. And it's my online membership. The membership is called the Classy Circle. And that's where everything that you are needing is in there. If you want to create a trust, you got questions on creating a will, how to create generational wealth, how to build up credit or get funding or for your kids or people who are at least 16 legally, all of that good stuff. Taxes, you paying too much in taxes, you're trying to find a loophole, all of that. I'm giving y'all the full game on credit, finances, building wealth, all that good stuff. I'm teaching you everything that they do. Any more questions? Yep, just inbox me and I'll send you the link. Okay, I think that's it, guys. I don't want to end it and you guys still have questions. Hi, I see a lot of you guys joining in. Hello. Hey guys, hi. So if you're just joining in, I'm going to leave this live up so you're able to go back and rewatch it. Okay. I didn't want it to be super long, so I went ahead and jumped right in. And you guys know where to find me. Same time next week, right here on live. I'm here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. With a new topic every week. Yep, I'll leave it up. You guys can go and watch it so I don't have to repeat everything all over again. Perfect. Okay, guys, that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you like this live. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Make sure you share this live with someone who could really use the information that we talked about today. And also share it with someone that you want to join my online membership. Okay. Buddy system. Go ahead and share this video right now to whoever you want to join the classy circle with you. That way you both can join together. You can grow together. You can evolve together. Whether it's your best friend, your sister, your brother, your husband, your boyfriend, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever. Is enough money out here for everybody, and I do not mind helping you guys get to it. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. I hope that I see you guys inside of my private membership, the Classy Circle. Until then, you guys be blessed. Yeah, take care. Good night. Bye, guys.